Everybody, Dawn McGee, your nutrition evangelist here. I put the fun back into being healthy because life is too short to eat grilled chicken salads every day. This month, happy July, happy Canada Day to all my friends in the North. All month long in July, we will be talking about why self-care is more than just a day at the spa. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a good day at the spa. Mani, pedi, massage, facial, the whole nine yards, sitting, soaking. But there's more to it than that. There's so much more to taking care of yourself than just the surface stuff, right? There's all that internal health, because when your internal health is good, your external health looks good too. So we're going to talk all month about why self-care is more than a day at the spa. Today we're tackling it from a food perspective. Now you may say, how in the world does food relate to self-care? Well, let me tell you a little story. I was talking with a woman who has really been dialing in her nutrition and is super proud of how well she's been making changes, how great she's feeling. And she has an event coming up next week where her friends are super excited to be serving pizza. It's a casual get together, and that's what's on the menu. And she was wondering, well, do I just take a pause from my goals and eat the pizza so I don't offend anybody? Or do I say, hey, this doesn't line up with how I'm taking care of myself right now. I'll bring my own food, don't worry about it, but I don't want you to be offended. And so when we talked about it, I said, well, gee, you could absolutely take a pause. Um, but let's not do it because you don't want to offend anybody, because what you're doing then is putting their needs ahead of your needs. And we don't really want to do that. That's not self-care. You could say to them, "Hey, I'm not having gluten or dairy at the moment because I'm exploring some different food choices. I'll bring my own food." And then you're being transparent, respectful, communicative, and taking care of your own needs. Really, really good on the self-care um, uh, scale, right? Or you could mindfully and intentionally say, you know what, I really like pizza. I'm going to take this day and I'm going to have a little pizza and I'm going to enjoy it. And then I'm going to get right back to everything that I was planning on doing. And it's not going to be because I'm putting somebody else's needs ahead of mine, and it's not going to be because I just want to be polite. It's going to be because I enjoy pizza. And if you're doing that mindfully and intentionally, go for it. I love pizza too. I'm not going to have it every day all the time, but I am absolutely going to have it sometimes. And so self-care in regards to food is about feeding yourself in a way that you're going to feel your best, and you're going to continue working towards the results that you want to get, and in a way that's in integrity to your goals and how you work with other folks, right? And that's how it relates to self-care. So it may seem um, not obvious to think about food and self-care. It absolutely is. Every time you say, I'm just going to have that piece of cake or that piece of lasagna because so and so made it for me and I don't want to offend them, you are putting their needs ahead of yours and you are ignoring your own self-care. So maybe if you reframe it like that and just have conversations with your folks about how you are taking care of yourself these days, maybe it'll be a little bit easier to think about it as self-care, and you'll emerge from the events feeling great, on plan, on track, and moving forward in a way that makes you feel good. So I hope that was helpful. If you have events, situations coming up where you're not quite sure how to marry your self-care and your food, tag me in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions. And until next week, What I hope for you is that you live a life you love without being hungry, feeling deprived, or giving up your glass of wine with dinner. Until next week, ciao.